Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to welcome everyone to the third annual Build Up Berkeley Business Pitch Competition. Tonight, we celebrate courage and community, as well as creativity. Build Up Berkeley is more than just a business pitch competition. It's a program that empowers local entrepreneurs and turns bold ideas into thriving realities. Every year, we're reminded that innovation doesn't just happen in big cities. It starts right here in home, right here in Berkeley County, when individuals are given the tools, the mentorship, and encouragement to pursue their dreams. You can learn more about each of tonight's finalists by scanning the QR code in your program. This event would not be possible without the incredible support of our sponsors and partners. First, a special thank you to our platinum sponsor, C&B Bank. Your ongoing commitment to small business and community growth is deeply appreciated. Our silver sponsors, CMC Steel, Purge Right, Panhandle Dumpsters. Our bronze sponsors, United Bank, Black Diamond Realty, and the Low Real Estate Group. Your sponsorship and support helps make Build Up Berkeley possible, and we are truly appreciative of your local support and investment. Our mentors, educators, and judges also play a very vital role in this program, sharing their expertise and guiding our participants towards success. Each of you has volunteered your time and your knowledge, and I wanted to thank you for helping shape this year's cohort of entrepreneurs for the next inspiring generation of business leaders right here in Berkeley County. I also want to give a special thank you to the BCDA team, Leslie and Candy, for their work organizing and supporting this program. Their dedication, even behind the scenes, makes all of this possible. So on behalf of the Berkeley County Development Authority, I want to thank you all for being here tonight and believing in local business and supporting community growth. At this time, I would like to welcome Mayor Kevin Knowles to say a few words.
Well, good evening. It's an honor to be up here tonight. A lot of familiar faces, good faces, bad faces. Sorry, Drew. But a lot of great business owners here, not only in the city of Martinsburg, but also in the Berkeley County. And I know the excitement because I myself and my wife and I have developed many small businesses over the years. My background is business development, so I know how that feels when you have an idea. You take that idea and you start putting it and implementing it into something that comes to reality. And JC happens to be my neighbor, and Halima, I've watched you grow with your business. This is a great opportunity, not only for the individuals that are here tonight to compete for Build Up Berkeley, but also a great opportunity for us to see what the future is, not only for the city of Martinsburg, for Berkeley County and the state of West Virginia. The excitement is just unbelievable. Last year, I unfortunately couldn't make it here last year because I had an event that I couldn't get out of, and it's exciting that you guys are having it here in downtown Martinsburg. Mike, thank you for what you've done here at the Apollo and what we have seen on the outside with the help of Berkeley County and the commission for the nice kiosk that they have out there in the overhang. It's just a great opportunity. So, here we are tonight. We're going to have a little bit of a competition. So I'm going to say, let the competition begin. Thank you.
So as Kevin said, let's get this competition started. So please join me in welcoming our Master of Ceremonies, Jamie Lopez.
Thank you very much. Ooh, stay off that mic. Thank you, Jennifer. To start off this evening, we'd like to welcome our judges, Sean Alderton, J.C. Henson. J.C., how you doing? Drew Johnson, Halima Wanamaker, and Jillian Weiland. We will learn more about our panel later this evening. You can also read their bios by scanning the QR code in your program. Let's take a minute to review how the finalists are scored. Their final score is not based solely on tonight's presentation, but a combination of scores including tonight's pitch presentation. Their total score is calculated by adding their business plan score and their pitch presentation score together and deducting 5 points for any classes that they missed. So, let's get started. Let's begin our competition with our first finalist, Miriam Rodriguez from Pop Pop Soda Shop. Pop Pop Soda Shop is a mobile specialty beverage business serving fun, customizable, dirty sodas, lemonades, energy drinks, and seasonal creations. They also bring a retro 1950s vibe with a modern twist, creating a unique experience for families, schools, and community events. Their mission is to be more than just drinks. They aim to create joyful moments and a place for connection. Miriam Rodriguez.
Sorry about that. Thank you for being here tonight, guys. Judges, drinks are on your table. Take a sip, enjoy, and welcome to the Pop Pop Soda Shop experience. My name is Miriam Rodriguez, and I'm the founder of Pop Pop Soda Shop, a woman-owned business and the first dirty soda business in Martinsburg, West Virginia. So, what is a dirty soda? Well, gonna be a good night, I promise. So, what is a dirty soda? It's basically take Starbucks, how they customize your coffee. We do the same with soda, lemonade, and energy drinks. So, how did this all start? Well, I was planning my son's 13th birthday. I want to do something special for him. So, I created a dirty soda bar, and it was a total hit. At the end of the night, everyone was talking about how there's nothing like that around here, and I should start a business. So, I did. The clicker. All right, there we go. All right. Well, that led us to our first vendor event at the Purple Iris on March 1st. Nothing fancy. We had a table, a cooler, and a whole lot of faith. But at the end of that event, we got our first 2 Facebook reviews, and let me tell you, that was the beginning of everything. By June, we were able to purchase our 6x12 trailer, and now Pop Pop Soda Shop was on the road, literally. So, services we provide. We do fundraisers where we give back 10%. We do community events and private events. But we keep our customers happy and coming back for more with our seasonal menus, our merch launch, and flights, buckets, you name it, we got it. So, I feel like, sorry. So, in less than a year, we have accomplished a lot. But something that I'm extremely proud of is that we were able to impact more than 15 stores and schools in Berkeley County, and that's impactful. We also created Pop Pop Soda Shop Gives Back, where we give back to the community that helped build us. And today, we're here at the Build Up Berkeley stage. Talk about a journey. So what's next? We're outgrowing our 6x12 trailer. Lines are long, and we can only be at one place at a time. So, with the $10,000 that we win tonight, we'll be purchasing a bigger trailer, one with 2 windows, one for ordering, one for pickup. So that's double the impact and double the revenue. So you see, this isn't just dirty soda. This isn't just soda. This is not just a trailer. It's scaling. But we have a bigger vision than that. As we travel Berkeley County, we've noticed that there's nothing really for teenagers to do, not something in between school and home. So we want to create that space with Pop Pop in the middle of it. We want to create a third space for them. We'll add teenage comfort foods like chicken tenders, fries, burgers, and they can go in there, do their homework, hang out, celebrate after their wins. And so you see, Pop Pop Soda Shop is not just a business. It's a smart investment and a meaningful one. And remember, so life is too short to have bad soda. Keep it dirty. Thank you.
Oh, am I first? Hello, Miss Pop Pop Soda Shop.
Hello.
So right now, dirty soda, it's definitely a trend. So what's your plan on just staying relevant if that changes, if the trend cools off?
Of course. So the goal is to follow trends, but also create your own path. So we're already looking into different ways where we can do flavorings without all the ingredients and dyes in a more natural way. So we're already working towards that. We're also looking to partner in the spring to bring more healthier options like infused water. So we already have a plan for that.
So my question is, scaling a business is difficult. More money, more problems. You've probably heard that before. What is your vision on how to scale, not only how to scale, but how to scale smartly?
Well, that started with getting a trailer instead of a building. Because we were able to really impact while the dirty soda wave was starting, and we were able to create revenue where now we can afford the other trailer, and we're not in debt. We're 100% debt free. So that's definitely going to help us once we really want to get into a building and need to get into debt.
So what would you consider your most effective selling place? Like I know the fair and the schools and things like that. If it's the fair, how do you plan on to, raise the level of your events to create the income that you're looking for?
So I would say, honestly, we've been parking up at Gabe's and we've been crushing our Gabe days. But also, honestly, our goal is to be able to to go everywhere, go where the party is, and go around Berkeley County. So going to schools is actually gave us a lot of entrance to other places. So the teachers love us, the students love us, and we always have a place to go. We're fully booked until January. So Pop-Up has a home wherever it goes.
Okay, so quick question for you. So you're tailored to the students and to young folks. How do you plan to make opportunities as well for the youth within Berkeley County within your business as well?
Well, we employ everyone. So we employ people from all ages because I think it's important to have older people because they keep you wise. The younger kids, they keep you hip. And so right now, my staff is about 7, and it ranges from all ages. Miss Teen West Virginia actually works for us, and it's really awesome to see them in all kinds of environments and putting them in front of different people and different situations. I mean, the trailer is small, so when you have 3 or 4 people in the trailer, they need to be able to know how to work at a fast pace, how to get lines going, how to, if something spills, how to let it be until you can get back to it. So you do put them in situations where they can grow, and we're actually hiring now, and we have over 85 applicants, and I will be interviewing next week.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're going to stick in that employee vein for a second. So you said you have 7 employees currently. Yes. Within the next year, how many do you look to add to your team? And then 5 years down the road, lots of questions. So I'm going to give you a couple more. You said you want to go to the party, right?
Yeah.
And you also want to have a brick and mortar teen spot. So ultimately, 5 years down the road, how many trailers do you want on the road? Brick and mortar, how many employees are we looking in Berkeley County?
Well, I would love to have, in the next 5 years, I would like to have 4 more trailers. Okay. And then a brick and mortar would be a headquarters where everyone can actually come and sit down and enjoy. But we've noticed that also other people are reaching out from Virginia and Maryland. They want to franchise Pop-Pop. So we're already looking into those steps. So it's definitely a growth opportunity that you don't have to have tons of money to invest. So, and like I said, you can go anywhere. Once you have the right licensing, insurance, and all of that, you're able to hit all markets. We want to hit Jefferson County. Right now we're in Berkeley County. We want to hit Jefferson County. We want to go to Virginia, and we also want to go, we also want to go to Maryland. Okay.
Thank you.
She did a great job. It's tough sometimes dealing with some technical issues, so she did a great job. Let's give her another hand for really hanging in there. The classes were led by experts from Berkeley County, so we'd like to thank those experts for volunteering their time. Please stand if you're in attendance. Ken Barton, I saw Ken, Brad Close, Michelle Cuthrell-Sadat, Moises Mendoza, Kelsey Swain Miller, Justin Rubel, Kevin Starliper, and Shelby Turley. Thank you for volunteering to help small business owners in our community. We'd also like to take a moment and thank this year's team of mentors. Would the following people please stand up? John Ciriello, Carol Goolsby, the lovely Leslie Lopez, my wife. How are you? Diego Losada and Hal Van Meter. I think I saw Hal. There he is. We sincerely appreciate your dedication to cultivating the next generation of business leaders in our community. Now, on to the next finalist. We'd like to welcome our next finalist, Cody Miller from H&W Pastures. Oh, we're going to hold it just one second. Oh. I should have brought my dad joke book. Let's see. I did like what the mayor had to say earlier. Is he still here? Did he run off already? Oh, he's still there. Mayor, how are you this evening? Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate, when you were talking about the renovation that they'd done on the front of the building, the marquee, which is kind of a throwback to what used to be there. I'd only heard stories from my wife about how beautiful it was. It is nice to see this building getting an exterior facelift and renovation. If you're a downtown business owner, that helps everybody. It's a real investment in our city, and I absolutely love it. Mike Knoll has done such a great job, and his whole team at the Apollo have really done an amazing amount of work to get the Apollo Theater to where it is now, and we're all grateful. Wonderful, wonderful work, really. Ah, I gotcha. Uh-huh. If we have to do these presentations without, we could do it, couldn't we?
Technology is very good.
Of course, of course. It's always an honor to be on this stage. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. Andrew, were you ever in any child's production? Did you youth summer theater? What show did you do?
I was Johnny in a one-act play one time, and I only ever did it once,
Uh-huh.
and that'll tell you everything you need to know.
Hey, that's good enough. You know, you were here. You've been on the stage. Yeah, Jillian, have you ever been in a show here on? No, no. JC's in every show. He always shows up. The Santa Claus season's coming up, my friend. My wife's been in a lot of shows. My kids have been in a lot of shows. We've done a lot of stuff here in the Apollo over the years. Yeah. We can go? Wonderful. Whoa. Okay. Here we go. Cody Miller. We'd like to welcome our next finalist, Cody Miller from H&W Pastures. H&W Pastures is a livestock breeding and finishing operation located in Hedgesville, West Virginia. They sell their products direct to consumer on the farm and at the Martinsburg Farmers Market, as well as through local retail outlets. They offer beef and hog shares, goat and lamb by the cut, chicken, rabbit, eggs, and raw Jersey milk. They also support your canine companion with delicious and nutritious dog treats made from the organs and discarded pieces from their meat stock. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Miller.
Hello, my name is Cody Miller. My business is H&W Pastures, and I'm extremely proud to represent the ag community tonight as the first farmer to be a finalist in this competition. Now, judges, I'm not one to try to bamboozle you with flashy graphics on the screen. Instead, I want to take this opportunity to have a meaningful impact on everybody here listening by asking one simple question. Do you have a farmer? Now, most people, you have your favorite hairdresser, you have your tax professional, your personal trainer, But let me tell you, what you put in your bodies and what you feed your children is perhaps the second most important decision that you make on a daily basis. The first being the decision to follow Christ. Thank you. The problem is, since the last agricultural revolution, we've learned to trust a system that does not deserve to be trusted. It's filled our grocery stores with bioengineered abominations and highly processed concoctions while we suffer from the highest rates of chronic disease ever in history. It's created a divide between real farmers and the communities that they strive to support. The average age farmer in this country is now over 60 years old. We've lost 7% of farms in the last 5 years, including thousands of acres in Berkeley County alone. And your average steak, it travels over 1,500 miles just to reach your dinner plate. I'm sorry, I'm working on this clicker. There we go. Sorry about that, I'm losing time. Your average steak travels over 1,500 miles to reach your dinner plate. But since 2020, there's been a shift in the market. Customers are now looking for local producers that they can actually trust. And H&W Pastures is spearpointing the way forward. We offer no compromises and no shortcuts. All of our livestock are pasture-raised, pasture-finished, using regenerative practices that not only produce healthy animals, but actually build soil for our future generations of farmers. And with the exception of our broiler chickens, all of our meat stock are born on our farm. Being a breeder finisher is the only way we can guarantee that our products are hormone-free, vaccine-free, and antibiotic-free, and raised on pastures that are herbicide, insecticide, fungicide, and pesticide-free. We don't even use synthetic fertilizers. Our cows, goats, and lambs are raised completely grain-free, while our chicken's pasture diet is supplemented with a custom feed mix that we developed that's GMO-free, soy-free, and corn-free. Again, no compromises, no shortcuts. Judges, if you pick me as your winner, that money will not only have a significant impact on my business, it will be felt by our community. The mobile market that I'm building, let me get to it, will not only present my products well, it will allow me to boost the other local producers that I work with so that we can reach the people that so desperately need access to clean, healthy foods. So I ask you tonight, do you have a farmer? Thank you. And any questions?
Anticipate in creating in Berkeley County within the first year or within the first 5 years?
So the jobs on my farm are going to be limited right now to family and what we can afford. But what we are doing is I work with other producers around the area. I've mentored other up-and-coming farmers. I'm probably the only competitor tonight that actually wants competition in my industry because I believe that we need more food producers in this area. So there's a couple of people that I have mentored that have actually started farming operations and are doing well. So it depends on them.
So, Drew Johnson here. First of all, thanks for your passion. To say that our food industry is broken is probably the biggest understatement of the evening. However, to feel and see the passion of somebody's doing what you're doing is very important, and it's very special.
Thank you.
As a guy that owns a restaurant, I understand how difficult it is in the fluctuating food prices. Is there anything that people like you can do to help bring food prices down to a reasonable spot? And I understand that you're just one guy and you're just a very small thing and a very big problem, but how can you help locally, the food trucks, the restaurants? I'm not talking about the Applebee's and the Outbacks and stuff, the local people. How can you help?
Yeah, so let me tell you, what I can do for local restaurants is far more limiting than what I can do for local consumers. Some of the things we do at the Martinsburg Farmers Market, for instance, they accept your SNAP dollars. And a lot of people don't know this. You can turn in your EBT dollars at up to $30 a week, and that market will triple or even quadruple that money. So if they give $30, they'll get $30 of market bucks to put towards meat, eggs, protein, and they'll get $60 to put towards fruits, vegetables, all that. And if they're a senior, they'll get an additional $30 to put into it. So that's part of what we're doing, is getting into these markets and to be able to support everybody around. The other thing that we're doing personally, I see the issues that we have. We live within a quarter mile of a large population of people who are in need. So this month alone, we're donating close to $3,000 worth of product to the rescue mission to make sure that people have meals. It's everything we do is about our community, and as you said, I have a lot of passion. I left a very high-paying career to do this because sometimes when God speaks to you, you have to listen. And I believe that I'm fulfilling a need for this community right here.
Being that you're not using the industry standard fertilizers and things like that, how much does climate impact what you do on the farm?
I mean, everything on the farm is seasonal, so we work with nature. What we've done is we turn away from modern industrial practices, and we go back to God's design. So we trust that when we need rain, we're going to have rain. The seasons, the winters actually help. Snowfall provides a lot of natural nitrogen for our soil that we don't have to supplement with synthetic chemicals. And then it puts even the bug life and everything through the natural cycle, and that aids us. And I'm sorry, I know I lost some time there, but when I talk about regenerative agriculture, what we're focusing on is soil life. And the more live microbes and fungi in the soil, the more growth we get, and then the more livestock that we can run on it. And then we simulate natural systems by rotating our livestock so we can get our production up to industrial standards without the need for all those chemical inputs. Thank you.
Cody, good job, good job. For a moment here, we'd like to thank our platinum sponsor, CNB Bank. Here to say a few words on their behalf is CNB Bank President Mark Harrell. Mark, here he comes. Mark, how are you?
Nice to see you. Take this off. Good evening, everyone. I was looking around the room and watching the stage up here. Gosh, I got to tell you, wow, as we see these presentations. And I hope tonight you're as proud as I am to be a resident of this county. Berkeley County matters, local matters. And I just thank everybody who put this together to make this happen and support what these folks are doing. So let's give them another round of applause for putting this together. And Jennifer, in her opening comments, she talked about a bold idea and turning that into a thriving business. And we're just so pleased to have a small part of that as your local community bank. And I would also add, just before that bold idea is a dream. And we've all had those dreams, right? And these folks are dreaming. They're dreaming big, and they're going all in at this point. So I think we need to support them and continue supporting them way after tonight. And I also really appreciate the mayor's comments because I think it really spoke to me. I know it spoke to me. This is an opportunity for them, but it's also an opportunity for us. So thank you. Thanks to the group for allowing C&B Bank to be part of this, and we're super proud of this community. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mark. We appreciate what CMB does. It's a big commitment, and it's much appreciated. Thank you, Mark. Next up, Sarah Catro with Parasimple Massage Therapy and Yoga. Parasimple offers quality, professional massage therapy, yoga, and Reiki to Berkeley County and the surrounding areas. They take a more functional approach to wellness, encouraging healthy habits that heal and make a difference in the client's everyday life. Versus just pampering or beautification on special occasions, they strive to create ripples with each client in the studio so they go out and make big waves in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Catro.
Hello. Hi. So before I begin, do we have consent to massage neck and shoulders while I present? Yes? I didn't think it'd be a problem, but yeah, great. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Good evening. I'm Sarah. I own Parasimple, where we offer massage therapy, yoga, and Reiki with the mission of facilitating healing for the greater good of our community. I'd like to begin by asking everyone in the room, including my friends in the back, to close their eyes and breathe with me. Place your hands on your lap, palms up. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the seat beneath your legs. We're all exactly where we're supposed to be right now. Take a big deep breath in for 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. What if we all started from a calm, grounded place more often? How much better would we relate to the world around us? This is what is at the heart of Parasimple. It may seem like a drop in the hat, but each client is a ripple that extends out to everyone they relate with, and through calm, mindful lives and regulated nervous systems, become impactful waves throughout our community. I started Parasimple in 2016, a single mom with nothing, just looking for a flexible career so that I could be a mom more than not. Over the next 10 years, it grew organically from the ground up with zero seed money, just heart, trial, and error. And it still has no debt today. But it does have 1,100 clients, 76% of which have returned. On Google, we have only 5-star reviews, and on MassageBook, we have over 150 5-star reviews and 1 1-star review, but that guy was just having a bad day. But our excellent reputation was not all my doing, however. In 2020, a team began to form, and we now consist of 3 massage therapists, a yoga teacher, and a Reiki healer who is absent on picture day. All of us lend a hand in Parasimple's mission of facilitating healing for the greater good. The problems we face, however, are not being able to reach our audience consistently. Being in the treatment room for 90 minutes at a time leaves very little time to answer the phone, to return phone calls in a timely manner, to receive walk-in visitors of any kind, really, and to just market consistently. We still hear all the time from people right here in Martinsburg that they had no idea that we existed. So we could really use support staff. So with $10,000, we would implement consistent paid online advertising to help extend our reach, and we would begin the role of a receptionist to help us sustain that reach. We have a growing population coming in from the surrounding metropolitan areas here, being 40 minutes west of some of the wealthiest counties per capita in the entire country. I would like to welcome them with the quality that they're used to and in my unique style with the hospitality that we're known for here in Berkeley County. We have an abundance of God's natural beauty here. We have rich history. We've got great food and drinks and shopping and entertainment, thanks to many of you. Now let's invest in all of us being well and happy enough to enjoy it for a long time to come and to influence everyone around us to do the same. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I didn't hear, I didn't hear a word she said.
Did you hear anything that I said? Can you start over?
Okay, what was your name again?
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. So, welcome to downtown Martinsburg.
Thank you.
I had the unique experience of coming in and visiting you today. I had no idea you were in this, so, and you did a great job, so thank you. The one thing I want to just kind of ask you is, employees and payroll are expensive things.
Yes.
Like, they come with more than just, I have to write you a check. We'll leave it at that. Have you looked into AI models, answering services, technologies are out there, I don't want to bore you with them, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Like, how can you implement those things so you don't have to, I know you want to hire people, and I know that, we want to encourage you to hire people,
Sure.
but, we also have to grow smartly.
Right. Yeah, so I would definitely be interested in that, and I have looked at a couple of virtual receptionists. The few that I've checked out that I know people who have used them, they didn't go so well. And the other aspect for me is that I would like to incorporate retail at some point, so I will need somebody on hand to receive customers walking in.
So in your with your presentation, you stated that it would cost, it would be about 3 months of a receptionist salary.
Yes.
How do you plan to continue on with the existing salary after those 3 months?
Sure, I feel like in my business, with my business, it's always been kind of a chicken or the egg situation. Like, I'm really good with my marketing, so it works, and then I get clients, but then I'm in the treatment room and can't receive any more inquiries. So then it gets slow again, so then I market when I have time, and I truly feel like my marketing efforts, coupled with someone who's able to receive all that I'm bringing in, will fund the rest of those roles in the future.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. So I think you mentioned debt-free, which is awesome. Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
But do you have any plans on expanding or any work that needs done in your new location, and how could winnings be used to do
Sure,
any of that
so
work?
the new location, unfortunately, I am kind of out of space there already, and I kind of went into that knowing that it would have a limited lifespan just because I only have 2 rooms there. Unless something were to become available, I am kind of limited there. The future, I would prefer to build something to suit. Laundry is a major issue in my business, and if I could, it's like 4% of my revenue, so the more I make, I still spend a lot on laundry. So my ideal spot would have laundry facility that would help take away hundreds a month, so that's kind of where I'm at. I don't have that availability where I am now, so it's limited, but the next location, hopefully.
Okay, so how many, say that 5 years, within the first year, you add the receptionist, how many additional jobs do you plan to add as well?
So ideally, I would start with a receptionist, and hopefully that would manifest into a manager role, and then they can take on more of the things that I'm doing, and I can possibly move on to another location. So ideally, in the Martinsburg location, I would eventually have a manager, a receptionist, probably more than one receptionist, because they don't want to work around the clock with our hours, weekends, things like that. So hopefully a couple sales associates, especially once retail is added as well. So hopefully many.
I have one more question. Being that you're kind of a luxury item, and a downturn in the economy, that kind of stuff goes away to people's purses, right? How can you withstand such a turn down in an economy?
We do try to maintain affordability anyway. That is kind of our thing. We don't want to only be a luxury item that you can only afford on your birthday or anniversary, although those are great gifts, don't get me wrong. But we do try to maintain affordability, and we offer memberships and things like that. Also, we do have other services like yoga and Reiki and things like that. So, and in the future, I would like to have other modalities, so maybe more affordable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Great job. We'd like to recognize our silver sponsors, CMC Steel, West Virginia, Purge Right, and Panhandle Dumpsters. We will learn a little bit about each one of these businesses tonight. Let's start with Christian Fisher, Director of Operations from CMC Steel, West Virginia. Mr. Fisher. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, good evening. My name's Christian Fisher, and I am the director of your local Berkeley County Steel Mill. So we open up mid-2026, and the reason we wanted to sponsor this was just to say thank you. Berkeley County has been a fantastic place to build and to put in a steel mill, and we wanted to say thank you to the economic development team. Jennifer and her team have been fantastic, so thank you. And we love that Berkeley County is a good place for large and small businesses and for families. So thank you, congratulations to the contestants, the judges, and we're glad to be here.
Thank you very much. Thank you. On to our next finalist. We'd like to welcome to the stage Brianna Gustafson from the Table Sourdough Company. The Table Sourdough Company is a small batch artisan bakery located in Martinsburg, West Virginia. They bake organic, naturally leavened sourdough bread and sweet treats using clean, dye-free ingredients and locally sourced farm goods whenever possible. Their mission is to bring people together around the table through food that is simple and wholesome. You can find their products through porch pickups, farmers markets, and local partnerships. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Gustafson.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name's Brianna, and I am the owner of the Table Sourdough Company. We are a small batch cottage bakery specializing in naturally leavened breads and pastries, and everything is made from scratch. We believe that the best things in life start with good food, good bread, and good company. Our inspiration came from our family. You can see my two little ones right there. We wanted good bread for them. We wanted to feed our family something wholesome, and we couldn't find it, so we decided to make it ourselves. And our namesake came from the fact that there's something so special about gathering around the table. It's where stories are shared, laughter fills the room, and good food brings people together. So we wanted to bring that to our community, to encourage them to slow down and gather around something that was simple, honest, and made with love. So what makes us unique is it seems like everybody's making sourdough these days. However, what makes us unique is our commitment to quality. We use organic ingredients, we are always dye-free, and all of our products are naturally leavened. So why choose sourdough? Well, sourdough is actually one of the oldest forms of bread. It is easier to digest, it is also has a lower glycemic level, and it has beneficial microbes. So the lactobacillus and the natural yeast all contribute to a healthier gut microbiome. Our process seems extensive. From start to finish, it takes us 24 to 36 hours to make a loaf of bread. Now, that may seem like a lot, but believe us, it's worth it. Our growth since starting the Table Sourdough Company has been amazing. We started in our little home kitchen, and we're still there, but we're selling out every single week at farmers markets, and we're baking for community partners, and our business has just grown, and we keep getting told how much people love our products. So, in order to continue growing, we need to make some key equipment purchases, and that would be a bread oven. Right now, we can fit 2 to 6 loaves of bread in our home oven. We want our bread oven would be able to fit 12 to 16, which would greatly increase our capacity. We would also like to invest in a high-capacity mixer. This mixer would allow us to offer products like cinnamon rolls on a more consistent basis, and also a refrigerator that would help with the overnight cold proof. So, what's next for the table? Well, we want to bring the table to more people. First through a mobile bread truck, and then to a brick-and-mortar cafe. This is our concept for a mobile bread truck. We want it to be more than just bread. Think sandwiches, gourmet toasts, Ideas like that. Healthier food options. We want to take it to corporate events, fairs and festivals, birthday parties, baby showers, wherever people want a more wholesome food option. We then want to open the Table Bakery and Cafe. Now this bakery, I want to be a place for gathering. I want it to be a place that's warm and welcoming, a place that people can sit down, slow down, and connect with each other. And I want it to grow into a community staple. This place will be a place where the smell of fresh bread draws you in, but the sense of community is what keeps you coming back. Because we're not just baking bread, we're building connection. Because where people gather around good food, good things happen. Hearts soften, conversation starts, and community grows. So we'll keep baking with this care and intention, setting the table for Berkeley County, one loaf at a time. Thank you.
Guess I'm up again. Okay, sounds like you have some fans in the audience.
Yes. My little one doesn't like to be away from me, sorry.
So, congratulations, because,
Thank you.
Dreams are important, and it sounds like that's exactly what you have, and, family first, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
One of my main questions is, how much is a proofing oven? Like, what are we talking here?
So there are 3 different tiers of ovens. The one that we are looking at, which would allow us the 12 to 15 capacity, it also has an automatic steam injection, which is very important for sourdough. It cannot rise appropriately if it doesn't have the appropriate amount of steam. So that would help streamline the process. That is about $8,200, which is a big chunk of this $10,000. However, like I said, it would increase our capacity by almost 90% from our 2 to 6 loaves to 12 to 15, depending on the size.
So, along with your expansion into the mobile and the brick and mortar and everything, how many people do you plan on to have on staff?
So I would start, since it'll be a small food truck, I'd probably start with 2. Me, somebody that can help on the back end, rolling cookies, preparing things to be baked, things like that, and then somebody to take orders while the food is being prepped by somebody else. So in the food truck, 2 to 3 at a time. And then we would expand from there.
Currently, are you using local ingredients, grains? Like, how are you partnering with,
Yes. So one of our things that we strive to do is use local ingredients. So seasonal things, peaches. In your bag, you actually have some goodies. One of them is a maple pecan scone, and the maple syrup comes from the maple syrup farm they're right over the border in Percival. So we use their stuff. Spring Valley is where we get a lot of the apples, things like that. We also partner with other people at the farmers markets to get seasonal items. Now, as far as grains, we have experimented with some of the local mills. Working with fresh milled grain is difficult because it provides a denser bread that people don't always like. So we have added percentages in there. Locks Mill is one that we've added, like our rye from them. However, those grains are far more expensive, so they do increase our out-of-pocket cost per loaf. So they tend to be more expensive on the back end too for a loaf. So we haven't done too many of those because that price point seems to be a little too high for people looking for a weekly loaf.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And with this new oven, are you planning on adding a little bit of variety to the menu, or are you going to mainly focus on bread as well, or?
Yes, so with the oven, the great thing is it's not just for bread. I could bake anything in it. I could also if I also have the mixer, I could provide cinnamon rolls. That's been a really big thing that people have been asking for, and I only do it seasonally because I can only fit so much in a mixer. So I would increase that, as well as increase like the cookies and other things that I do, which I could all bake in the same oven, and it would cut the baking time down tremendously.
So what would set you apart from like your local Starbucks or
Yes.
that box in the box chain type of bakery, coffee?
Yes.
What sets you apart from them?
Well, I think the first thing would be ingredients. everything we would use would be organic. We would try to source local as much as possible. Also, the biggest thing is it would be dye-free. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't even know what that means. However, food coloring is a huge issue, and it actually provides a lot of problems, especially for little kids. I've noticed that with my family, and that's one of the reasons why I want to be dye-free, is because I want anybody to come in and be able to choose the colorful sprinkles if they want, and not have to worry about any adverse side effects. But besides that, I want it to be the atmosphere. I want it to be something that's warm and welcoming and homey. I want it to feel like you're stepping into somebody's house and that the person behind the counter knows your name, and just provides a really good atmosphere. So, thank you so much.
Well done. All righty. Our next silver sponsor is Purge Right. Here to share a little about them is Senior Manager Zachary Wright. How are you, Zach? Good. Thanks for coming. Thanks, sir.
So, has anybody ever heard of Purge Right here? Anybody? I know Jennifer has for sure, but we're a company based out of Houston, Texas, who's setting up our second location here in Berkeley County, and we couldn't do that without the help of the Jennifer and Leslie and Candace and the folks at the Berkeley County Development Authority. So this was a great opportunity for us to say thank you back to the community. I'm a native West Virginian and love the Panhandle and love everything that we're doing. But it's exciting here to be a little part of this group. I think all the contestants, you know, we ought to appreciate what they're doing. It takes a lot of courage to be a small business owner, to put your money, put your time and effort out there, and we certainly appreciate everything that everyone's doing. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. What part of West Virginia?
I'm from Beckley.
Beckley. We know Beckley. Well, welcome back. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Our next finalist is no stranger to the stage. A previous Build Up Berkeley finalist, Dylan Brewer, with Next Level Auto Detailing, offers professional detailing services for automotive, recreational, and service vehicles. They also offer window tinting, ceramic coatings, and paint protection film. They are your one-stop shop for auto, detailing, and styling services. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Brewer.
As long as it's up there. Boom, there you go.
Hi, my name is Dylan Brewer, owner of Next Level Auto Detailing. Our duty is to maintain, enhance, and fully restore automotive, recreational, and service vehicles back to peak condition. My experience in the detailing industry, I had my beginnings at Heffley Motor Company. I was a detail manager there, and I enjoyed detailing so much that I decided to branch off and start Next Level Auto Detailing. We've had 3 full years of operation, and within those years, we've had the Best Detailing Service Award. Our goal at Next Level Auto Detailing, we take you and your vehicle to the next level. Services that we offer basic detailing packages, paint restoration, ceramic coatings, window tint of automotive vehicles, residential and commercial buildings. And in 2026, we will be beginning our paint protection film service. Judges, please make sure to ask about my door. Trends in our industry. We've seen tremendous population growth here in Berkeley County. With more people equals more cars, which equals more phone calls for Next Level Auto Detailing. This customer base that we have are looking to retain their value on their vehicle and protect their vehicle with our award-winning service. Word of mouth goes a long way in our industry. We have strong strategic partners in Heffley Motor Company, Martinsburg Service Center, and we have Trick Trucks that deal with a high volume of vehicles and are a great referral source for our company. Also, we have partnered in the last year with SC Studios, a local media management company. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. Check us out. Growth in 2025. We moved into a physical location, just like we said we were going to do last year. Also, we got the proper skills, knowledge, and training from the best detailing minds across the United States. Within last year, I became a certified paint protection film installer and a ceramic coating installer with CarPro, just like I said that we were going to do last year. CarPro is the top of the line detailing product in the whole world. And within the United States, there's only 82 certified ceramic coating installers and paint protection film installers. And we're one of 82 right here in Martinsburg, West Virginia. In December, thank you. In December, we plan to move to a brand new 1,500 square foot location. We plan to expand on our already existing award-winning service, and we plan to add paint protection film to that service list. With the prize money, we plan to purchase a top-of-the-line GraphTech plotter for our paint protection film service. Also, we plan to invest money into the proper flooring, lighting fixtures, and top-of-the-line decontamination systems. Also, Berkeley County, you have shown up, and you have demanded our service here in Berkeley County. So in order for us to fill that demand, we need to bring on new staff so we can fill that demand for Berkeley County. Thank you all for your time, and we plan to take our business to the next level.
What's up, Next Level? How you doing?
You're doing good. Good to see you.
All right, so my man, how will you deal with downturns in economic times? People don't have extra money to maybe spend on your car wash, and instead we'll go down here and hit the little touch list for $10.
Okay, well, that's a great question, and I'll tell you this. One of the things with you buying a vehicle, okay, it's almost like, you got your house, you got all these different things that you put a loan down for. So one of the things is if you totally trash your vehicle, you don't take care of it, you're losing out on your investment. So that's where we kind of come in, and you kind of need us to basically retain that value on their vehicle, because once the economics kind of go down and say, hey, I need to sell my vehicle or get rid of this, if your vehicle looks like, not in the best top condition, then you're going to lose money out on that. Also, too, in order for us to counteract that, we form great partnerships with used car dealerships like Heffley Motor Company. They send us about 30 vehicles a month. Then also we partnered with 10 Point Pre-Owned Auto Sales. They give us about 30 to 40 vehicles a month to keep up with the steady flow of vehicles with their car industry.
So is that something you plan to expand on? Are these local car dealerships where you can say, hey, I'm your guy? And then will you pick those vehicles up and bring them back, or how does that work?
So then that's the other problem with the new staff. So right now, I got 2 guys. They stay at the wash bay, and they take care of things, and I go out mobily, and I take care and babysit that book of business. And that's where we need to hire that new mobile detailer to go out and take care of that steady flow of income to keep our business going, even if we have a difficult economic time. Great question.
So this new building, congratulations on that. Is that going to be, you can offer walk-ins, or is this going to be by appointment only?
So right now we're just doing by appointment, and I'll just tell you what, it's by appointment only. I can't get to everybody. So, and that's the other thing, we want to be able to, have our basic detailing, our window tinting. If we got a paint protection film come in, that takes about a week, 2 weeks. We have to leave the vehicle in there. And then also, if we're doing ceramic coatings, it takes me about, I'd probably say 8 to 20 hours to actually work on one, so.
Hello, Next Level. So I'm going to bite. Tell me about the door.
All right, great, thank you. I'm glad you asked. This is the greatest magic trick you'll ever see. All right. So with this door, just kind of showing our ceramic coating service. So what ceramic coating does, it rejects the paint from any dirt, chemicals, grime, anything like that. It makes it super hydrophobic, keeps that clear coat nice and clean. So that's our ceramic coating. That one goes for about 5 years, just needs a monthly maintenance wash. And we offer that free to our customers if you go ahead and you buy one of those with us. So looking right here, grab this out of here. This is paint protection film right here. This is a handy dandy screw. Looking based on it right here, no scratches. Yeah. So that's a good little thing that we're going to be beginning coming up this year. Really excited about it. There's only one other company that we compete with that has paint protection film currently right now. So, you know, we want to be that one-stop shop because we're losing out right now. Like I had a customer that got a ceramic coating. They got a paint protection film and service from somebody else. We could have got them all in one. So that's why we need that plotter to print out the sheets for us so we can lay it on those body panels perfectly. I can hand cut a couple spots, but as far as those little tight areas, that's why we need that plotter. Yeah.
I got 4 seconds, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Well, welcome back. It's like deja vu, right?
Thank you.
I have been on the sidelines watching what you do, and I'm impressed by you. Not physically by you, but by your business model. And just wanted to hang that out there. But you know, you've done a tremendous job. I'm being serious. Like you've done a tremendous job. You're growing. You're understanding the networking behind it. But how much can you really offer the community if you're so tied in and wired into, you know, Parsons and Heffley's and all these other places, which I think is a beautiful business model, don't take me wrong, but how can you add something to the community if those are your big dogs, your big clients?
Okay. Yeah, so right now, we're already kind of taking care of our customers in themselves. So right now we have 2 days a week. So actually 1 day a week for me right now where I go out to 10 Point Auto Sales and I knock out about 4 or 5 vehicles for them. Then they do it, we do it on a weekly basis. Heffley Motor Company, I'm right there. So boom, hey guys, we got this going on. Honestly, right now we're kicking out 3 customer vehicles a day, and then we're kicking out 3 of Heffley's vehicles in a day, and then I'm going somewhere else. We can make it work, but I'd like to, you know, bring on 1 or 2 more staff members just so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But that's a great question. And I'll be honest with you, last night I worked until 2 in the morning doing a ceramic coating, and I love what I do, and you know, I take that extra step for my customers. It was a 1952 Ford F1. She picked it up today and was really excited about it, and I took that to heart because, you know, I put in that extra time for her last night, and that's what we try to do, you know, for our customers. We will go that extra mile. So hopefully I just don't and die from doing it all the time. So, yeah.
Hey, Dylan, quick question. Are you still working your full-time job? Are you still teaching?
No. So this year I took the lead. I left my job, and God was talking to me, and my wife was talking to me, and I took a chance. I didn't have very much, yeah, so it's been a good thing. I wanted to thank my wife and her family. That's really been big for me, so thank you all.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, Dylan. Our final silver sponsor is Panhandle Dumpsters. They're fans in the building. Here to share a little bit about Panhandle Dumpsters is the owner, Drew Johnson.
Wow, I haven't been on stage, well, for about 20 minutes. So my name is Drew Johnson, and I am a serial entrepreneur. And so I would just have been so excited to be able to do this. I missed out on it the last couple years. But right now, I'm taking off the judge's hat and I'm putting on the panhandle dumpster's hat. So who's panhandle dumpster? Who are we, what are we, and what do we do? Well, my owner, one of my partners here somewhere, I can't see, but John Rickards. Stand up and wave your hand. There's John. He's got his hat on backwards, yeah. So I think it's important that I go over just two quick little things. We're local. We're pretty big. We're at 13,000 residential customers and about 300 dumpsters, so we're really big. And we're local people who are supporting local. But I wanted to tell an entrepreneurial story because that's who I am. So I go to my friend John Rickards, who I don't know at the time, and I say, hey, man, you want to get in the trash industry? He goes, what? So you want to get in the trash industry? He goes, dude, I'm a physical therapist. And that's okay, man. Like, let's do this, right? So let's get in the trash industry. And, oh, and by the way, I can't pay you. He goes, hold on, you can't pay me? I said, no, I can't pay you, but it's going to be great, I promise you. So he came on a year, worked over a year, and never took one single paycheck. And then one day he came in and said, hey, man, I'd like to get paid. And I said, $10 an hour sound good? He said, man, I need a little bit more than that. I said, how about 40% ownership? He said, ooh, that sounds really nice. So the moral of the story is, when you believe in something and you love something and you're willing to work for it, if you guys can hear me back there, then these things come true. So I see a lot of great customers out there. I see a lot of great clients, a lot of great friends, a lot of wonderful people, a lot of community leaders. And I just wanted to tell that little story because I seem to get lots of credit for things that I don't actually do. A lot of people under me work really hard. So I wanted to point out to John tonight that that dude right there, nobody can hire him. I already got him. I already gave him the ownership. So John, thank you. And if you all can hear me back there, that's a story of how you become successful without worrying about a dollar.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I have a few stories about Andrew myself. Because he was not born with a silver spoon, I'm going to tell one quick story. I'm friends with Andrew's mom, and his grandfather is a developer, and known him forever. And Andrew got out of the Navy. He came home. His grandfather gave him a job digging ditch lines down at a subdivision he was developing. And he came by my office one day. I'd met him once. His mom had brought him in once to see me. And he's covered with mud. And he flops down in the chair across from my desk, and he says, I don't want to dig ditches anymore. What should I do? I said, you should do real estate, because I already knew he was like, just had the brain for it. And he is probably one of the most successful real estate agents in the country. So congratulations, you made the right choice. And we all benefit from it. So thank you, Andrew. All right, help me welcome to the stage Valerie Sutton with Papa's Chicken and Ribs. Papa's Chicken and Ribs is a veteran-owned, family-run food truck and catering carry-out company in Martinsburg, West Virginia. They're known for their smoky, fall-off-the-bone ribs, juicy smoked chicken, and numerous made-from-scratch sides. What started in their backyard has grown into a community staple where every meal is made with pride, discipline, and heart. More than just serving food, they create jobs, support local events, and give back to the community. At Papa's, it's never just about the plate. It's about feeding people, building connections, and sharing a passion for good food. Ladies and gentlemen, Valerie Sutton.
Good afternoon, judges and guests. My name is Valerie Sutton, and I'm co-owner of Papa's Chicken and Ribs, a catering carry-out company right in Martinsburg. We literally started our business in 2016. My husband started the food truck in our backyard, and then he progressed and created a trailer. After that, we started with a smoker, and we progressed from there with a food catering carry-out, as well as having games and things of that nature, and fun staff that love to work at Papa's. So what do we do after that? Well, we said we need to find a way to build Berkeley, so we created, on top of the Juneteenth, the African American Achievers Recognition Day, where what we did was we had a fun-filled day, and we gave out plaques to individuals who made a difference in Berkeley County. And we also brought in Jefferson County as well, so we brought two counties together. So once I was chosen for doing pitch night, I decided to ping my computer to see what I can do. After all, this is called Build Up Berkeley. So what I did was I found on the internet that former President Ronald Reagan inked into law August 21st, 1988 as National Senior Citizens Day. Why is that day is aligned with building up Berkeley? Is because after all, they're the ones who came before us and built up Berkeley County, what they call that old money. They're the ones who are why we're in this room today. Their blood, sweat, and tears is what made Berkeley County what it is today. So what will we do when we win the grand prize? We will honor the seniors with hosting August 21st day at Papa Chicken and Ribs. We'll give them goodie bags. We'll give them one free meal, buy one. We'll give them soft music along with a memory scrapbook. We'll have one of our elected officials to come to the event and give them some words of encouragement and thank them for what they have done to bring Berkeley County into what it is today. Papa Chicken and Ribs, what sets us apart, I'm not on this stage only to build a brand for Papa Chicken and Ribs. I'm on this stage to build up Berkeley County because after all, building up Berkeley County and the community, if we do that, we all win. So I invite you to come together and see the division that we have in place. Thank you.
How exactly would you use the prize money if you won tonight?
Well, what I found out in Berkeley County when we did the African American Achievers Recognition Day, that a lot of our seniors do not use Facebook and Instagram and things of that nature. So we will use the money to kick off that day with marketing. We'll also put it in the paper because we had a lot of people come up to us and tell us that they heard about what we did by reading the newspaper. And then we'll be able to buy the necessary things that we need to kick off that day. And then therefore, afterwards, we'll bring in partners so everyone will be able to have their day as well. And hopefully what we can do is set a trend where other establishments will get on board and bring National Senior Citizens Day to life.
Now, being that you guys are doing carry out and catering and things like that, and I believe your property is a reasonable size, do you plan on putting anything as far as an indoor facility there or brick and mortar? Or?
We have a brick and mortar per se as a carry out, and our plan is to expand later down the road. But right now what we're doing is we're trying to perfect the craft that we have in place. That's what my husband would say.
Are there any like local suppliers or vendors that you use within Berkeley County as well?
Yes, because of Berkeley County, that is one thing that's dear to us. So all of our meat come from Crestview Meats, which is in Martinsburg.
So it sounds like this is you and your husband, it sounds like.
Yes, sir, it is.
And you guys get along still?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's a bonus.
He's the boss, though.
Yeah, I doubt that. All right, I'm seriously just burning time here. I'm sorry, guys. No, in all seriousness, who carries out the actual, the cooking, the smoking, the day-to-day operation for you?
We're fortunate enough to have a staff of 6. So we have trained meat preparers. We have trained behind-the-scenes people that prepare the sides. And we also have baking, which we have a person that prepares our cornbread. And we also have a cashier.
Wow, okay. Okay, one more question.
Yes, sir.
So you're on Route 45, right?
I am.
Okay, I just make sure I had the right vision in my mind. So behind the house there, it looks like, maybe you have some RVs and stuff parked back in there. Do you have any, like, maybe future development ideas of, some recreational stuff to do back in there?
Yes, we do. We have axe throwing back there for the community. We have cornhole back there for the community. We have horseshoe back there, and we have an array of play essentials back there for children.
Awesome. All right, that's it for me.
How many RV sites are there in the property? Do you have certain sites for each, on the property already, or you
We
just?
do. We have at least 15 RV sites on the property, and we named them after our deceased loved ones.
So bringing people to Berkeley County is something that
Absolutely.
you're currently doing as well?
Yes, if we bring people to Berkeley County, if they want to come to Berkeley County then stay overnight, we partner with a company called Hip Camp, and then they can come and see what's going on. And on our website, we also put different various things there to show people what they can do in Berkeley County to bring other people in to spend money here in our community. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. We're going to take a couple minutes and start recognizing each of our judges. Let's start with last year's winner, Sean Alderton. A lifelong resident of Berkeley County, West Virginia, he's a graduate of Martinsburg High School, go Bulldogs, and Shepherd University. After 30 years in retail corporate management, he and his wife jumped headfirst into a small business ownership when they opened Food by Fire, a restaurant on wheels, in January 2022. They've won several accolades as the business continues to grow. Tremendous community support led to the purchase of a second food truck, as well as a brick and mortar location in late 2024. Hopeful to have both new businesses operational by summer of 2025, Sean was a participant in last year's pitch competition, bringing home some prize monies to invest into this business. He knows the value of this competition and is ready to take part in helping others grow their small businesses. Sean and his wife of 18 years currently reside in Martinsburg. They have 3 children and 3 grandchildren and enjoy spending time with their families. Sean is honored to have been selected to sit as a judge for this year's competition. Sean. Our next finalist is Zachary McCady. He likes to keep things fresh with his business, The Wild and Wonderful Cleaning Services, LLC. The Wild and Wonderful Cleaning Services is a Martinsburg-based cleaning company on a mission to give families, renters, and businesses a fresh start. From deep cleans and move-outs to recurring home care, they connect clients with trusted local cleaners who deliver high-quality service every time. Their booking is simple, their pricing is transparent, and their goal is to make West Virginia homes shine while creating new opportunities for local cleaners. Zachary, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everybody. First, I want to say thank you to everybody here, to the judges, to the Berkeley County Development Authority, to the family, the friends, and the mentors that are in the crowd here tonight. Without you, we would not be able to share our stories and our visions for our businesses, so thank you. I first want to start off by saying, start this conversation with a story going back to June of 2023. June of 2023 was the month and the year where I moved back home. And the reason why that's important is because a few short months before that, my mom had a stroke. And when I came home, I did not recognize my childhood home at all. The very first thing my mom told me whenever I came home was, "Hey, hon, glad you're home. I'm sorry the house is not what it used to be. It's been very hard lately." That comment struck my heart, and from that point on, I said, I'm going to make a difference not only for myself, but for my family. And from there, we made the decision to go ahead and start something new. Fast forward to October of 2024, we launched a business. Since then, we've served over 100 families, but the main problem that I kept running into, or that I kept getting feedback about with our clients, was the fact that clients did not trust who they were letting in their homes. I had clients tell me, "Hey, am I able to trust you?" I've already had people not show up when they say they were going to show up. I've had people steal my belongings. I've had people not do the job that I paid them for, and I had to go back and do it again. How do I know that I can trust you? And that's most families when it comes to inviting someone into your home. Families want help, but they don't know who to trust. And on the other side, the cleaners, they are tired of the cleaning industry not paying them what they deserve. I don't know about anybody else, but if you cleaned your own home, you know cleaning is not hard, or cleaning is not easy. Cleaners, on average, throughout this nation, are paid $13 to $17 an hour. With that, it comes with high turnover and inconsistent results. So we created the company, with it being a technology-enabled referral agency system. So if you don't know what that is, just think about Uber, whenever Uber helped drivers make additional money. How we do this is because our cleaners are background checked, our cleaners are vetted, they've been field tested multiple times before we even send them into a client's home, and they are background checked or controlled with accountability. And how we hold our cleaners accountable is through checklists, before and after photos, clear communication from start to finish. To put that into perspective, over the last 3 months, I'm not sure if anybody can see the screen at the bottom, but we have paid out our cleaners over $20,000 in the last 3 months. Cleaners with us earn on average $25 to $35 an hour, which is double the rate of what more normal cleaners make here in Berkeley County. And on the other side, the clients get insured, trustworthy professionals who actually enjoy coming to do their service. As I said, since October, we've served over 100 plus homes, 230 plus to be exact. We've generated over $100,000 in revenue from January to October, with a 42.5% gross margin and a 19.5% net margin. We've even gotten to the point where families are coming back to us. We have currently 19 recurring clients, and here are a few reviews from our clients right now. One client said, "Jessica did a fantastic job. She was prompt, efficient, and very thorough in getting everything taken care of. I'd highly recommend her and schedule her again." And then Mary said, "The ladies who did my cleaning did a thorough job, asked me to check after to check their work, and they were very kind and personable. I plan to use her again." Both of these wonderful women are now recurring clients with us to this day. How we plan on using $10,000 with the Build Up Berkeley funds is we're going to spend $2,500 on digital ads and local marketing campaigns. We're talking about yard signs, door hangers, and social media marketing through Facebook, Instagram, and Google. Speaking of Google, we're going to spend another $2,500 on SEO and website optimization, ranking our website higher so we can lower our customer acquisition costs. The main thing when it comes to this business is marketing. How can people trust you if they don't know you? So that's why we're spending majority of the money on our marketing systems. We're also going to spend $2,364 on Booking Koala, which is our booking software. Their highest plan allows us to outreach to more clients through email it will allow us to see more reports to see where else we can pivot as well. And then the last thing that I'm very passionate about is the $2,636 remaining dollars will be used specifically for client welcome kits and community sponsorships. The community sponsorships are very important personally for me because, again, it's all about community. When my mom had her stroke, I wished that somebody could lend us a helping hand. So we plan on using the access funds to pretty much give a give back program for the community where we pretty much give a deep clean, a complimentary deep clean for needed families in the area. Thank you.
Great presentation, thank you. Okay, so I wanted to know, does this business model, is it specifically tailored to Berkeley County, or is it more of like a broader reach?
Thank you for your question. Specifically right now, we are starting in Berkeley and Jefferson County, but this is a remote-based business. So it can be operated anywhere in the country, but specifically I want to focus on Berkeley and Jefferson County to begin with.
Okay, I have another question. I have a couple questions, guys. Okay, so I am a business owner, but also a mother of 4, and my house gets crazy, right? Have cleaners come in all the time. What sets you apart from care.com or the other online cleaning services?
Yes, good question. So what sets us apart specifically is the care that we give. With care.com and other large national chains like Mary Maids, what you're going to get is you're not going to get a personal cleaner sent to your house. They're going to send multiple people to your house. They're going to send somebody who maybe not know what they're doing. They're not going to be vetted. They're not going to be background checked for the most part. You don't know who's entering into your home. What sets us apart is we do the background checks. I have them go out to friends and family's houses before. I have them go out to my house before I even send them to somebody else's house to make sure that they're not going to steal money, steal anything in a client's house, and also make sure that they know what they're doing.
Thank you.
Okay, real quick. Are you a tech company or a cleaning company?
We are a cleaning referral agency. So what that business model is we're pretty much the middleman. We connect clients to independent cleaners who are looking to find other ways to market their services. So we are the middleman. We're basically like, if you go on to Amazon and you're looking for a service, Amazon sellers, they can provide the product because they have the product. It's the same way.
So what's your recruiting process for the contractors? What makes them want to go through your service instead of just doing it themselves?
Good question. So the main feedback that I've gotten from our contractors is the fact that a lot of them are tired of doing the marketing themselves, the sales themselves. They really enjoy cleaning. Why they would go with us instead of somebody else or doing their own thing, again, we pay double of what the national average pays, $25 to $35 an hour. Our top cleaner right now, she averages $800 to $1,500 a week. So with that, she's also building her own customer base. So she's technically building her own business, but we are providing the leads whenever we can, and she can say yes, she can say no, but she's in control of her schedule.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Our next judge is J.C. Henson. He was a build-up Berkeley Our next judge, J.C. Henson, who is a build-up Berkeley expert, having both been a first-place winner and a previous judge. J.C. was born and raised in Berkeley County, and he's the co-owner of Oakwood Barbecue Company, which won the Build-Up Berkeley competition in 2023. He's also the manager of Tri-County Rental, a local business celebrating their 50th year in operation. He began working for Tri-County Rental in 2009, and since then, he's worked himself into a position to purchase the business in the near future. In 2018, along with his friends Cody Shepard and Zach Walburn, Oakwood began operating, transforming from mobile pop-up style events to a brick-and-mortar establishment in 2023. Located at 11 Shooting Star Lane in Martinsburg, West Virginia, Oakwood is steadily working towards their end goal of a full-time culinary destination located here in Berkeley County. When he isn't busy with rentals or barbecue, he enjoys spending time hunting, fishing, and golfing. Ladies and gentlemen, J.C. Henson. Our next judge, we'll talk about it right now. Bringing his expertise in business to our judges panel this year is Drew Johnson. Drew is a dynamic real estate entrepreneur and visionary with over 23 years of experience transforming properties and communities. As the owner of Touchstone Realty, Drew has personally brokered nearly $100 in real estate, $1 billion in real estate sales, establishing himself as a leading figure in our local real estate market. Specializing in restoring and revitalizing historic buildings, Drew has led transformative projects that breathe new life into the heart of Martinsburg. His signature revitalizations include Bricks 27, a wine bar that blends old world character with modern hospitality, and The Hub, a mixed-use business incubator and community space. Most recently, he launched The Venue, a state-of-the-art event and conference center that has quickly become a downtown anchor for large gatherings, weddings, and business functions. In addition to his commercial projects, Drew has grown a thriving short-term rental portfolio, owning over 30 Airbnb properties that provide unique, comfortable experiences for travelers to our area. He divides his time between Savannah, Georgia, and West Virginia, bringing that southern charm and entrepreneurial spirit wherever he goes. When he's not sealing deals or restoring century-old buildings, Drew is a proud husband and father of 2 daughters, a role he jokes that's left him joyfully outnumbered at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Johnson. Did I miss something? I did. I was supposed to do Nate Arndt first. I was so excited to talk about Drew. So we're going to do Nate Arndt. Let's welcome our next finalist, Nate Arndt, with Nate's Handcrafted Nets to the stage. Nate's nets create custom wooden fishing nets for dedicated fishermen. Each net is built with dedication to detail and the angler's unique fishing preferences, leading to a personalized, functional piece of art. Their one-of-a-kind creations match traditional craftsmanship with technology and functionality, ensuring a unique and memorable fishing experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Arndt.
Good evening, everybody. I'd like to share with you my Berkeley County business, Nate's Handcrafted Nets. My name is Nate Arndt, and with my dad, founded Nate's Handcrafted Nets. Along with my partner, Caleb Hamner. Who handles field and R&D operations in the central part of the state, also DNR biologist. Nate's Handcrafted Nets has been making the finest traditional fishing nets in our home wood shop since 2015. Each net is custom built per an angler's special passions and preferences, ensuring that each piece of functional art is with them for a lifetime. Before me and my dad made the first net in the wood shop, we had the same problems as many in finding a quality and fish-safe net. The fishing industry is worth $14 billion in 2024. Worth $14 billion in 2024, but there are no good commercial net options. Fishermen demand and will pay for the best quality from their gear. Big-name net brands such as Frable and Fish Pond offer a plastic option with a mesh net. Hooks often get caught in this mesh net and need cut out. This mesh net is also particularly abrasive to the thin slime coat of a fish. Once this slime coat becomes scraped, they become vulnerable to infection and are likely to die. This is also a fundamental principle of conservation through catch and release fishing. So there's a clear problem whenever the products available in the ecosystem are damaging and low quality. So we decided to make our own solution. Each of our nets are handcrafted in our home wood shop using our fish-safe rubber net and our ergonomic design. We feature customization throughout the entire process, such as selection of wood types and customized engravings, ensuring that this piece of functional art is exactly what the angler is looking for. We also have our customer-first guarantee backed into every single net. We have 3 main product offerings that fit every single type of fishing application. We have refined these 3 product classes through rigorous field testing and direct engagement to our customers. There's a couple of our products up there. We have a merchandise line that has been very successful, nice side revenue for our business, as well as a full series of accessories and holsters. I got this one here. This is the spider holster. Goes in there, it doesn't come out, except whenever you want it. We have been building and increasing our efficiency since we started making these products. Here you can see a couple years ago, we went through a research and development project with the RCBI to make better forms for our manufacturing, led to a 700% efficiency increase and significantly decreased our rate of attrition with our manufacturing. Our customers share the same ideals and values as us. Sorry, get my train together for a second. Nate's net stands out from the competition. Every net is created with attention to detail, ensuring that all of our customers are getting the value of the net that they're looking for. The customization is a big part of it, ensuring that this functional piece of art is exactly what our customers are looking for. And we stand behind our products. Each net comes with our quality first guarantee. If there is ever a defect in workmanship that leads to failure, we will fix or replace the net at no cost to the customer. We stand behind our customers and the shared values of our brand of conservation through recreation and education. We primarily sell business to consumer through our e-commerce platform and locally at marketplaces. We are soon launching our business-to-business sales area, where we'll expand operations to sell products in retailer stores. We will develop a channel sales model, providing resellers nets at a wholesale price with a defined agreement so that they may sell at their markup and make their best business decision. This keeps terms simple and offers a profitable, low-risk investment for potential retailers. We've identified 3 areas that we will enact this expansion and grow our business. First, we will continue to scale our production and optimize our process to accommodate the new growth with the business-to-business sales, as well as feeding back into our brand, our outreach, conservation values, stream cleanups, to continue to cement ourselves with our dedicated customer base. Nate's Handcrafted Nets is asking for the $10,000 grand prize to increase our production efficiency and grow our business-to-business sales area. Here on this graph, you can see a chart of our all-time sales revenue over time. We have roughly $175 in the cost to produce each net. Average margins around $300, which leads to a gross profit of $125 roughly per net. With our forecasted sales from our business-to-business growth area, we expect to do $10,000 of revenue in Q1 2026. I'd like to thank everybody, all the judges, the sponsors, educators, everybody involved in this competition. We've had a lot of great opportunities to work with people in Berkeley County, and I'd like to open up the floor for any questions. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nate. Great
Thank you.
presentation. Okay, so how long what's the lifespan of the nets? Because we were touching on the rubber net. So what's the lifespan on it here?
So we always say they're meant to last a lifetime for an angler. And if there is any issue due to workmanship that we can identify, we will fix or replace it at no cost.
Typically, so far in your business, how many had you had to replace?
So we actually have had to warranty 2 nets. One of them was actually my buddy Caleb, who's pretty rough on them. I tell him to make sure he really beats them up to see what their limits are. He actually had a few too many beers and slipped in the stream and fell on it. So Unusual circumstance, but the one that we did have, it was just a defect in the wood. You know, obviously working with wood, you get attrition, you get, you know, little pins and things that may have a failure, and we replaced it, you know, no questions. Shipping covered both ways too.
How many current employees do you have right now? And then once you do this expansion, how many more do you plan to add?
Yeah, so we really only have one employee. That's my father. He is head of manufacturing. He, you know, does mostly all the labor for them. I, as the founder of the business, also working with the manufacturing, have never taken a salary, never got paid for my work in it. Our business is all completely self-funded, self-invested, and will continue to be completely debt-free. Of course, that's, you know, an agile, or I'll say a lightweight business model. But really, I think scaling in the direction of hiring employees to increase our manufacturing is another path that we've considered going and we're looking into. Just with the manufacturing we need to make to account for the business-to-business sales area, I think we could definitely hire 1 to 2 people, package up our production process to a more franchised model, you know, with a set of blueprints, standardized tools required, and then at that point we could effectively give that to maybe James Rumsey woodshop class or another local woodshop program, or maybe even just another craftsman that, you know, would like to start making our products per our quality control. Being that, you know, we are handcrafted, right? It's a handcrafted product. The brand authenticity is all there. It does make it difficult to scale past that while still preserving that quality. So that's what we're working on.
Fair enough.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Nate. That was good. Yeah. Since I jumped ahead on the schedule a little bit here, our next contestant needs a little bit of time to get everything prepared, but you're gonna think that what he's got coming out is pretty cool. I want to just revisit real quick a minute how the finalists are scored. Their final score is not based solely on tonight's presentation, but a combination of scores, including tonight's pitch presentation. Their total score is calculated by adding their business plan score and their pitch presentation score together, and then deducting 5 points for any classes that they missed. And the classes have been going on for a couple months, but the process in the program is amazing. Everybody that's been through it has really enjoyed it. So just want to give everybody a quick reminder there. I also wanted to give another quick thank you to our sponsors tonight. CNB is the primary sponsor. Thank you, CNB. And CMC Steel, Purge Right, and Panhandle Dumpsters. Everybody, please. There's another reason that I'm here, not just because I kind of enjoy, you know, talking in front of people, but I'm also an entrepreneur. I also know all of our judges, most of the people here that are participating. We do a lot of business here in Martinsburg. I'm a commercial real estate agent, and my wife and her team run our residential real estate company. We do a lot of business here in Martinsburg. In 2016, we also started an Airbnb business, and Leslie runs that business and does an amazing job. That's been a really, really rewarding business for us. We were just in there today kind of walking through post-clean on a couple units, and we're always like, gosh, I love these so much better than rentals. They're just wonderful. They're great. We also opened a restaurant in October of 2024, so we just hit our 1-year mark and passed that 90% failure rate. So we're still open. The doors are still open. It's the Young American just around the corner, right here on Queen Street. So that's why we also enjoy being involved. Leslie as a mentor, myself as your host for the evening, because we really love the entrepreneurial spirit and we love what people are doing to try to keep things going. I've seen a lot of movement, a lot of growth in downtown Martinsburg over the last few years, and in the county. We're very fortunate to live in a county like this where most of the state of West Virginia, well, I could probably say all of the rest of the state of West Virginia, really doesn't have the growth and the fire that we have here in Berkeley County. A lot of that is because of our great entrepreneurs that are here. Our Berkeley County Development Authority Board is very, very proactive, and we're all very, very fortunate to have them. So, all righty. Our guys look like they're pretty much ready to go. Oh yeah, okay, they're ready. Okay. Miguel Aguilar, Dino Quest Adventures, LLC. Roaring to the stage is Miguel Aguilar with Dino Quest Adventures, LLC. Dino Quest Adventures is a fully mobile, veteran-owned and operated dinosaur entertainment service that brings hyper-realistic dinosaurs to all kinds of events, anywhere, anytime. Their dinosaur pack features Stevie, a 7-foot-tall T-Rex, and Zingo, a mischievous baby Dilophosaurus. They offer unforgettable experiences, including meet and greets, birthday party packages, interactive dino digs, and a live educational show launching in summer of 2026. Their mission is to spark curiosity, joy, and learning through hands-on prehistoric adventures that inspire kids and families alike. Ladies and gentlemen, Miguel, oops, where did I put his last name? Miguel Aguilar. Thank you.
Alrighty, before I get started, I do want to make sure that, perfect, that'll work. So, hello everyone, my name is Miguel Aguilar, owner and lead ranger of Dino Quest Adventures. Earlier this year, my son Liam had this crazy idea where he would be the dinosaur ranger, I would be the dinosaur, and we would go out and do dinosaur entertainment educational shows. At first, I thought he was somewhat crazy, but after researching the industry, making industry network connections, and realizing a true need for dinosaur entertainment and education right here in Berkeley County, Dino Quest Adventures was born. I'm happy to say that we're not only Berkeley County's, but West Virginia's only veteran-owned and operated, fully mobile, hyper-realistic dinosaur entertainment service. Now, you may be asking yourself, what exactly does this mean? This means that you now have the ability to have a 7-foot-tall, 13-foot-long, walking, roaring, blinking, and even dancing dinosaur show up to your next event no matter the occasion. And we're there to ensure it'll be a roaring good time, trust me. Our service offerings are meet and greet opportunities, birthday party packages, baby dinosaur experience, and for the summer of 2026, an all-new show called Unearth the Roar. And we give back to the community through our Dino for a Cause program, where we do one free show a month for a community member or program in need to help raise awareness and funds for them. Our service area is not only the Eastern Panhandle, but also the tri-state area. And for some select customers, we are willing to travel even further depending on their needs and budget. Speaking of customers, our customers are typically parents or families, event planners, educational facilities such as schools, libraries, daycares, and summer camps, and commercial clients like some of the ones listed down here who are looking for unique experiences for their employees or communities at their events. I'm happy to say that since launching in May this year, we've had the privilege of delivering tens of thousands of smiles to children and families across the Eastern Panhandle and tri-state area, and we've had nothing but positive experiences throughout this. I'm also happy to say that since launching, we've booked over $15,000 in shows and are already booked into August of next year. Now, with this growing popularity, we are in need of some financial assistance to ensure that we can continue to deliver our hyper-realistic dinosaur entertainment services with our growing audience. So to do this, we're hoping to purchase a 3D printer that's capable of printing realistic fossils for show use and sale. Obviously, we would need a PA system to help engage our larger audiences, a dinosaur eggshell for additional photo opportunities for kids and families, an additional baby dinosaurs, specifically a Triceratops, to diversify our dinosaur services and offerings, and then lastly, a branded tent and table package to help with our brand's credibility and visibility at events as we grow, because we are local and it's something really cool. So judges, thank you for everything today. Will you help me bring dinosaurs back from the past? Because with Dino Quest Adventures, you never know when or where our dinosaur just may appear. Thank you. And this here, as mentioned, is Stevie, our T-Rex. Say hi, Stevie. And I'm free for any questions. Stevie, you can't have the food up there, I promise, okay? No, not even Pop-Pop. He is a no, not today, I'm sorry.
Okay, not sure where to start.
No problem.
That's nerve-wracking.
I promise he's friendly.
So obviously, birthday parties and events such as that are, the hot tickets or hot items, right? It's just more for useful information for me. How in the world do you get this thing to there?
So we have so it's funny, so I picked him up in Jersey whenever I first got him. I threw him in the bed of my 8-foot truck thinking he was gonna fit. I went and looked at a U-Haul, I realized he wasn't gonna fit, so we purchased a 7x14 trailer. In cash, so we have no debts to anybody, we're, completely bootstrapped. So that's how we get him around with the truck and trailer.
Okay, is there a person in there?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
So it's not AI or robot, but that's really what's cool about our dinosaurs is since there's somebody inside the suit, we can customize every experience to fit our customers' needs. So whether it's a younger child or an older child for an educational event, we can make that happen. So kids get the opportunity to brush his teeth, train him, walk him, and even do the cha-cha slide, which is also becoming somewhat prehistoric, I'm finding.
So I know you're starting the new program for the 2026, was it?
Yeah, for the summer of 2026.
So past that, 5 years down the road or so, what are we thinking as far as scaling the business from there?
So what I'm looking at with that, as we continue to grow, I'm hoping to get more into traveling dinosaur shows because they have a lot of potential with that to where rather than being booked, we would rent out venues with more dinosaurs and charge people to come in with the tickets for that, and that's a high ticket volume. And then specifically Berkeley County, maybe a little bit past 5 years, maybe even open up a dinosaur museum here that families who come to, schools come to on field trips, and as well as summer programs, just something special to bring to Berkeley County, because like I said, nobody else is doing dinosaurs in West Virginia, so why not make it something special for Berkeley County? And with tourism's a huge thing, we're trying to build up Berkeley. What better way than tourism, especially for the kids?
I know we're like shell shock here.
No problem. That's why I saved it for the end. I was like, maybe it might be too much at the beginning.
So, no, it's fine. So, where do you, vendors, like how do you purchase, or where's your vendors that you use to buy these type of
Dinosaurs?
Dinosaur
Yeah.
costumes,
So we
yeah.
have a couple different vendors that we can use. Most of them are overseas, but there is one that's domestic stateside that they do produce the dinosaurs in. And that's why we're hoping to get the 3D printer is to help bring some of that money back here because right now the only people that are making these suits are overseas in China specifically.
How much is not only this or the baby dinosaurs? How much does that cost
What's that?
for the costumes?
Oh, for the costumes, they start at a base around $7,000 for something like this, and then our baby dinosaur, which he unfortunately wasn't feeling good today, runs around $2,000. And it can go up from shipping and depending on what else you want. But it's, it's something truly unique because these are theater grade, one-of-a-kind things, and anywhere we go, obviously it gets everybody's attention pretty well, and it's a great marketing and birthday thing.
I want that at my gala.
Stevie, don't be so intimidating.
Have you been able to work with any other local businesses? I think maybe even someone that's in the competition tonight, a pop-pop soda shop and a dinosaur could make a cool
So we
collab.
actually just did an event with Pop Soda Shop last week with our dinosaurs where we teamed up, created a soda, and we both gave back. We did a photo fundraiser, and she donated all the proceeds from the soda she sold to that event for that specific soda. So we do a lot of different things. We've been out to the casino for their community programs, employee programs. We're trying to get into Main Street Martinsburg for a couple different things. We're a little late on some things because everybody plans, 6 months ahead. But for the summer reading program, what's really important about that is next year's library theme is Unearth a Story. So we're really capturing this, and it's a special way. We're already booked for the Martinsburg Library next year to make that happen. So I'm really excited for that. And don't worry, if anybody wants a selfie at the end, we can make that happen as well.
So are you planning, I know you said you had two visions, right? One for having a actual museum here and then also for the mobile. So within 5 years, are you looking to do both? One, where are you putting most of your effort into?
Most of my effort right now would be into the mobile setup, but as our dinosaurs grow, obviously they take up a lot of space. So we would need somewhere to keep them. So as we continue to grow, depending on how many dinosaurs we have at that point, what the demands are, and if the demand, like I said, we've booked over 15,000. We just started in May. We're already booked for August next year. So there's a big demand for this, and I'd like to say it would be less than 5 years, but I want to be realistic with myself and, shoot for 5, but if it happens sooner than that, that's something that I'm willing to make happen as well. All right, thank you, everyone. Steve, you want to give him one last roar? All righty, Stevie, and don't mind me. We gotta back him up really quick. Oh, hold on, Stevie. Go ahead, start turning this way. This is also a process. This way, up. Straight back.
How cool is that? Thank you, Miguel. Jillian Weiland is the heart and soul behind Westwood Charm Boutique, a stylish haven she launched in 2017. Originally from Baltimore, Maryland, Jillian moved to West Virginia, bringing with her a blend of city flair and mountain boho charm that now defines her brand. Though she earned a degree in accounting, Jillian quickly realized her true calling wasn't in crunching numbers, but in creating something all her own. Entrepreneurship gave her the freedom to combine her business savvy with her creative spirit, and the Westwood Charm Boutique was born from that passion. More than just a boutique, Jillian built Westwood Charm as a space where women can feel confident, stylish, and uniquely themselves. Her mission was simple: to inspire women to embrace their individuality and feel amazing in what they wear. Jillian embraced every challenge with heart and hustle, turning obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. She believes that growth doesn't happen in comfort zones, and her journey proves it. Her favorite part of the job? Connecting with her customers, many of whom become like family, and watching women light up when they find that perfect piece that speaks to their style. When she's not curating collections or dreaming up branding ideas, Jillian is all about people and pups. You'll most likely find her spending time with her family and her 2 dogs, laughing loud, staying busy, and living life with a little bit of chaos and a whole lot of love. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Jillian Weiland. Finalist number 11. Oh, no, I'm out of space. Sorry about that. That's twice now. Oh. Why don't I just switch them on the next one that I come out? Okay. We're going to go ahead to, as I planned, finalist number 11. Oh, I haven't done 10. I haven't done 10. I moved a whole page past. Happens. Finalist number 10, Damon Wright, Righteous Wear. Right now, we'd like to welcome Damon Wright with Righteous Wear to the stage. Righteous Wear exists to inspire believers to boldly live out their faith through high-quality, faith-centered apparel and accessories. Premium quality for a practical price to take the church beyond the walls. Ladies and gentlemen, Damon Wright.
Well, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Damon Wright, and I'm the owner of Righteous Wear. It's a Christian apparel brand just located right here in Falling Waters, West Virginia. Two of the greatest commandments are love God with everything and love people. And that's part of the reason why I started my company. I started it during the summer of 2020, and of course, we all know the chaos that was going on at that point. And the reason I started it was because I saw the church really wasn't being the church. Unfortunately, too many people were angry and upset about wording. A lot of people were saying Black Lives Matter. So I made a shirt that says, your life matters to me and to God, because that's the message that as Christians we need to be portraying. So my company is rooted in biblical principles. So we don't want to have generic designs. I don't want to have a shirt that says, I love Jesus, but I curse a little. No, I don't want you to curse a little. If you're wearing my clothes, please don't do that. I want you to be displaying Christ. I know we all make mistakes. We all mess up. But my also clothes, they're not cheap materials. They're not clothes that you're going to buy, and then when a few washes, they're going to shrink from an extra large to a small. and they're not going to be pricey. I don't have anything on my site as far as clothes that's over $45 or $46. So you're not going to have a $50 T-shirt that's got all this stuff on it. I want to put as many shirts in as many people's drawers and on their bodies as possible so that they can display Christ. Oh, wow. Well, I don't know what that's not mine. That's the next person's. But I'll just keep on talking. Learned from my father, that's a preacher, that just keep on going no matter what happens. So one thing that my company does is we ship our products quickly. So for my apparel, if you order, it ships the same day or the very next day because I want it to get to you as fast as possible. The Christian market is, just in America, is an $8 billion business, and in the faith-based industry. I know a lot of people, you may remember Lifeway Books that was in Hagerstown. Right now, there's no Christian bookstore or Christian store in this area where you can purchase Christian apparel. You have to go online or something like that. So my ultimate goal is ultimately to have a storefront and to get my products into retail stores. Right now, I'm talking to Hagerstown about putting my products in some of their booths. So my competitive advantage is I'm quick to change. One thing, I'm going to give this to the judges here. When I first started, I had a model called Print on Demand, where a fulfillment company would fulfill everything. And it was pretty bad. I hated the quality, I hated the way it looked, it was very cheap feeling, and so I partnered with some local companies to help me out. Like everything, prices started to go up, and I have not changed my prices in 5 years. The same prices in 2020 is the same prices you're going to find today. I'm not trying to get rich, I'm trying to enrich people. I want them to share their witness, share their testimony as easily as possible. My sales, right now, I'm doing maybe 6 to 8 events a year because my company, we believe the Sabbath is Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. So I don't do any business. I don't answer emails, I don't put up videos unless they're already pre-scheduled. I take a break and I go to church. I rest, spend time with family, pray, and do all those things to prepare for the 6 days that God gave me to work. And I do work all 6 days, as my wife will tell you and sometimes complain. When I win, I want to purchase an embroidery machine so I can make more caps. I can do things more for churches and different other groups. Over the summer, I had the opportunity to make over 50 shirts for a church celebrating their 150th anniversary. And that was my first bulk order doing something like that, and it was a great learning experience, and I really learned a lot from that. Right now, I do everything. I ship, I make everything. That is me. I do it all. And I want to try to get away from that, so I'm trying to have somebody help me with marketing and making more TikTok videos, and it's just me being in TikTok videos and Instagram videos. It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of work. So I do enjoy what I do. I want to thank all of my customers, all of my family. They've been my greatest supporters, and all of the people that have come through the fairs and all the different events that I've had so much positive feedback, and I just really wanted to say thank you to so many people. One of the designs that I did also want to make was this: God has a purpose for you. We have a huge mental health crisis in our schools and in our country, and I want people to remember that God has a purpose for them, and He cares about each one, and I want the people that are wearing them to show that. So that's why I started this company, and I'm praying that it'll continue to grow year after year as it already has. Thank you.
So, well, first of all, the world needs all kinds of different people, so thank you for being you, and thanks for carrying your message forward, because your message is important. It's important to you. It's important to others around you. So I wanted to say that. My only kind of pushback here a little, and this is going to sound a little bit critical, but I'm pushing on you because I'm impressed by you. You are everything in that company, and your designs are really unique and cool. Mm-hmm. However, everybody does this. Yes. So what's going to set you apart from the next guy?
I think the thing that's going to set me apart is, one, my ability to change. Because I'm doing more in-house, and my goal, I guess, is to hire somebody to help me, is that I don't want to just do things based on trends. Because trends, they fade, but the Word of God doesn't change. So everything's going to be rooted in that. If I do that, I'll be okay. if I've been doing this long, and like I said, I have a full-time job, and I do this also, so I'm working a lot of hours, which is fine, because God gave me strength, and I'm okay with that. So I think what sets me apart is I'm sticking to my principles. I'm not going to do things just to make money. That's right. If I was going to do that, I would be making a ton of money right now, because I'd be doing so many different events and doing so many other things, but that's not what it's about.
And I know you had talked about getting into some local businesses and things like that with your product. Do you have any prospects with that, or I mean, how many do you have
Truly
existing?
Local at the Hagerstown Mall. I'm waiting for a reply to set up a booth there, and I'm sending feelers out to some other companies. So that's going to be my main goal for next year, is to try to get my products in stores, because now that I'm making them, I have a very quick turnaround where I can fulfill orders and make sure that they're stocked with everything that I'm selling. Any other questions?
So besides apparel, what other items do you carry, and what does that look like, scalability?
Well, I also partner with fulfillment companies, so I have shoes, I have phone cases, I have tote bags, mugs, canvas art, stickers, magnets. I've got all kinds of things. But in-house, mainly it's the apparel, and my stickers, magnets are my main in-house things that I have. But I have a fulfillment company that ships it right to people's homes right now.
Oh.
Oh, another one thing, since I got a few seconds, I do want to say it's been wonderful dealing with all of the other competitors. We have had a wonderful time. We even got to pray a few minutes ago before, in the middle of all this. So it's been wonderful. So win or lose, we're all winners. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and I thank all my competitors as well.
Thank you very much, Damon. We're going to introduce our next judge, Halima Wanamaker. Halima brings her leadership skills to our panel of judges. Halima is a visionary founder and CEO of Vemtech, a premier IT managed services provider based in Martinsburg, West Virginia. With over 2 decades of experience in IT and a bachelor's degree in management information systems, Halima has built a career dedicated to empowering businesses through innovative technology solutions. Under her leadership, Vemtech has become a trusted partner for civil engineers, architects, and financial service providers, offering tailored IT support, cybersecurity, and cloud management services. As the only managed service provider in Martinsburg with tiered pricing, Vemtech stands out for its exceptional customer service, proactive approach, and innovative solutions. Halima's passion for technology is matched by her commitment to diversity and inclusion. She founded Vemtech with a mission to empower women and minorities in the tech industry. Her dedication to excellence has earned Vemtech a perfect record of no cybersecurity breaches in 8 years of operation. Halima is also an active networker, leveraging platforms like LinkedIn and attending industry events, including the AIA conference. Her approachable and trustworthy style has made her a sought-after leader and partner in the IT and business community. When she's not leading Vemtech, Halima enjoys spending time with her family and exploring innovative ways to combine her love for technology with her passion for making a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, Halima Wanamaker. Now to finalist number 11. Maria Souders. Our last finalist is Maria Souders, owner of Gypsy Soul Catering. At Gypsy Soul Catering, they believe food has the power to bring people together and make life's moments unforgettable. From weddings to special gatherings, their menus are as unique and diverse as the celebrations they serve. From local classics to globally inspired flavors, Every dish is chef crafted with fresh ingredients and presented with elevated style, turning every buffet into a beautiful part of the celebration. Her team handles every detail from setup to breakdown, so you can be fully present with the people you love. With them, your celebration becomes a seamless blend of flavor, beauty, and heartfelt service. Ladies and gentlemen, Maria Souders.
Should I wait for them to remove the dividers from?
Hello and good night. I'm so excited to be here. I can't express how grateful I am that I was selected as one of the 11th to present my business and the passion behind it. So, Gypsy Soul Catering, we're all about delicious food, elevated style, as well as caring staff. Did you know that within 5 seconds of looking at food, you determine whether you like it or not? It's true. You eat with your eyes first. I always say that you envision and have personal contact with food. So when you make contact with your food, you determine whether you like it based on your personal history with it. Do you remember your grandmother making that dish for you? Do you remember the way your mom used to make your green beans? Do you remember the way your dad used to smoke those ribs back on the grill? It's all tied to emotion. And we believe that when we have special events, that we want your emotion to be on your guests and the people that you want to celebrate with. That's why we got into catering. So I started my journey, not with this clicker, that's for sure. Hold on. In 2015. So in 2015, I was laid off from my corporate job. I cried for like 2 months. I was very sad about it. And I wanted to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. I knew I had a passion for food, and I had a passion for spending time with my family. I love throwing get-togethers and gatherings for my loved ones. So I went to culinary school, and I knew I wanted to be a private chef. Before I even graduated the program, I actually got my first private chef. I started doing bookings for them where I was doing meal preps, and I was doing dinner parties for other clients, and I kept getting asked to do bigger and bigger events. People came to those events. They were happy with the experience they had. Before I knew it, I was getting more bookings for catering. In 2017, I fully launched Gypsy Soul Catering. And in 2019, I purchased property where I was able to build a commercial kitchen and fully hire staff and to help me do the events. So what makes us unique is our catering. We specialize in making sure our food displays are very beautifully and elegantly presented with whatever vision the client has in mind. Whether you have a Lord of the Rings theme wedding or whether you have just a more classic approach to what you want to celebrate an anniversary or a baby shower with, we're able to tie into your vision and execute it with style and gracious staff and hospitality. We provide everything from the linens to the tables to the busting the dishes. We even take out the trash at the end of the night, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Most of our menus are chef crafted, so we're able to really customize any dietary needs, whether it be religious needs or allergies. We're able to really customize the menu. Now, you can trust us with your special events. We do about 200 events a year. 70% of them are weddings. The others kind of range with small gatherings and corporate stuff. And our clients show their appreciation. We believe they're our #1 ambassadors. Over all the platforms, we have 116 5-star reviews, and we have about 20,000 followers on TikTok, which we share videos about behind the scenes, what we kind of do at events. We also share tips and tricks on how they can elevate and simplify their events. Community impact. We're all about community. I believe there's a network of people that I work with, it's never a competition. I work with a lot of other caterers, so when I'm booked, I send people their way because I believe in supporting one another. And that's so true with other community organizations that I've worked with. In 2014, we donated over $20,000 to different organizations which are listed up on the screen, such as Ride on Ranch. We also worked with the Hospice of the Panhandle, the Rotary Club of Charlestown, and the Fulton Walker Memorial Golf Tournament. Now, you're probably wondering what we're going to use the money for. Well, like I said, I started as a private chef, and I built my kitchen for me. I didn't think I was going to grow as quickly as I did, and I have a very small kitchen. It's very tight. Here, 2 of my staff members are making pepperoni rolls, and you can kind of see the shelving and our one little stove back there up against the wall. We want to be able to bump out this wall, 2 walls actually, and expand our kitchen by 300 square feet. Add a propane-powered stove as well as the fire suppression system to go with it. That will increase our efficiency by 50%. Right now, my biggest expense is labor. It takes so much more time to do the things we do because we don't have the proper equipment to be able to do it. So, from humble beginnings to growth, I'm asking you guys to invest in my business. I believe that with that investment, I'm able to grow. I'm able to hire more people. I'm able to give more back to the community that I serve. So I open you guys to give me your questions. I've been kind of worried, but God got me. Thank you.
All right, so you said hire more people. What's your staff count now? Staff size, what do you want to get to? What's your vision in the next couple of years?
Yeah, sure, that's a great question. So right now I employ 10 people, 4 are full-time, and the others range between 20 and 30 hours a week. One is actually seasonal. She's just a college student who's been with me for 4 years, so she just comes in on her breaks and works the summer. And larger events, we can serve up to 400 people. For those other events, I bring in other people to help me, sometimes 2 to 3, just depending on what the staff needs are and the type of event.
So you want to hire how many?
How many more?
Yeah.
I would like to bring on at least 4 or 5 more people to help me, yes. I'm not a one-man show anymore. I need all the hands. It takes a lot of hands to put things together. Like with our display here, you can kind of see we do display it pretty well with greenery and florals. I have a lady that just does greenery and florals and display for me. I have another lady that does front of the house management. She oversees anything for guest services that's front forward to guests. That way I can focus on the kitchen stuff. And then I have 3 people that help me in the kitchen currently. So one of them is a culinary arts student, and one has just finished culinary arts. So yeah, I would like to bring some more on.
First of all, everything's delicious. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know it's tougher to do en masse whenever you're, cooking, catering for a large event. But how often do you use local vendors for your ingredients and things like that?
Well, every week I get most of my meat sourced through Crestview Meat Market, close to Shepherdstown. I do try to source stuff locally when I can. It's sometimes hard with sourcing and getting consistent product at a consistent price. So I would like to research doing that more, especially with some of the other vendors here tonight. But yeah, good question.
I gotta swallow. So if I understood, you did 200 events last year, or 200 events since 2015?
No, I average about 200 events a year.
Okay.
Anywhere from 180 to 200.
Okay, that's absolutely amazing. How in the world do you pull that off? With that, is that your one kitchen? The kitchen that you showed us a picture of?
Yeah, that's absolutely my one kitchen.
Okay.
I can go back to the slide and show you. This is my one stove. It's electric.
Woogie, woogie.
And right above it, you'll see my one vent hood. There's 2 cans that kind of hang currently that we had to especially get approved by the fire marshals for our fire suppression. And then I have an electric hot box that holds up to 20 pans at temperature. And then we have portable hot boxes to get the food to the event. We also have an electric smoker, which is also not pictured here, and that's outside. And then we also have a grill, like a propane grill to do our food service on. But primarily, it is done on those 3 elements, either the smoker, the grill, or the stove, and then it's carried over into the electric hot box.
Okay, well, that's amazing. It reminds me of the story in the Bible about the fish and the bread.
Oh, yeah.
feeding all those people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's
Well,
given me one other.
congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Oh, oops, sorry. I gotta put it back. There we go. There we go. All right, thank you, guys.
Good job, Maria. Okay. Let's have another big thank you for all of our finalists here tonight. We're proud of each one of you for being selected and completing the program. We wish each of you success in your businesses. Again, we'd like to also thank our sponsors, CNB Bank, CMC Steel, West Virginia, Purge Right, Panhandle Dumpsters, Black Diamond Realty, United Bank, Low Realty Group, Martinsburg, Berkeley County Chamber of Commerce, SC Studios, and State Farm Don Newland Agency. Thank you very much for our sponsors. And now, Jennifer, would you please join me on stage to give out the awards? Tremendous job tonight, Jennifer. These were great. Absolutely. You want to start with tonight's People Choice Awards?
Absolutely.
All right. Over the last several weeks, Build Up Berkeley shared a digital showcase featuring these finalists. During that time, you, the public, had a chance to vote on who would win a cash award of $1,000. Now let's introduce the winner of tonight's Build Up Berkeley People's Choice Award. Congratulations, Gypsy Soul Catering. Maria, if you're back there. Aha.
Thank you.
Way to go, Maria.
Oh, thank you.
Now, before we announce this year's Build Up Berkeley winners, I want to remind you again that the finalists' total score was calculated by adding their business plan score and their pitch presentation score together and deducting 5 points for any classes that they missed. It is not based solely on tonight's presentation. It's a tough job figuring these things out, especially when you're eating some fabulous food. Yes. You want me to jump ahead to there? While we're working out the final tabulations, regardless of whether the finalist wins money tonight, they've received valuable education from successful and experienced people in our community. Coordinating the educational sessions is Tiffany Hine with Blue Ridge Community and Technical College. Thank you, Tiffany, for your continued support of this program. We appreciate all of your time and leadership. Tiffany, can you please come out on stage? Thanks, Tiffany. All right. Looks like we're getting closer. Is that open for everybody? Great. I'm glad you mentioned that, Andrew. So afterwards, we're all going to the venue. There'll be some nice drinks and probably some hors d'oeuvres. Nice place to get to mingle a little bit, get to know the winners and all the people that are participating tonight. So at the end of the show, don't go anywhere. Just go right around the corner to the venue. I know I'm going. My wife and I are looking forward to it. Yeah, the venue. Come over. Come on over. They're working on the final items. Another reminder, venue, beautiful place to go, but the Young American is around the corner, Bricks is around the corner, Stoney's is across the street. There's some nice places in downtown to visit on a Friday night. Shopping's around the corner. Are you open late tonight? Oh, well, you could be. All righty. John may be open to Mamba Collectibles. Yeah. Yeah. Leslie, you have a place to go? Well, I just said that. Yeah, the Young Americans. Oh, yeah, Leslie wanted to get a double plug on that one. All right. Uh-huh. Oh, you want to do it?
I think it's on.
Oh, was it on there? I saw Tiffany. Alyssa. Special thanks tonight to Alyssa Davis from Cox Holiday Young for tallying our scores tonight. Thank you again to our judges, Sean Alderton, J.C. Henson, Drew Johnson, Halima Wanamaker, and Jillian Weiland. Thank you again, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alyssa, for your work, too. All right, sounds good. Let's move on to our third place award winner tonight, receiving a cash prize of $2,500. It is Pop Pop Soda Shop. Oh, good. All right. All our finalists here tonight are winners of free educational credits from Blue Ridge Community and Technical College for their completion of this program. So thank you, Blue Ridge Community and Technical College, for supporting local and small businesses. Now on to our second place winner tonight, bringing home a cash prize of $5,000. Congratulations to Dino Quest Adventures, LLC. Miguel Aguilar. Is that the guy in the suit? Oh, the dinosaur guy. Very nice.
Do you want to invite CNB Bank?
You want to read this part first?
We just did.
Oh. That's right. That's right. So this time we're going to ask Mark Harrell to join us on stage. We want to thank CNB Bank for their donation of the grand prize. Mark, there's Mark. Come on up, buddy.
If he wants to invite anyone from his team.
Mark, would you like to bring up anybody else from your team, from the bank?
Sure, come on up.
There we go. Come on, CNB.
Come on up. All right. It's our pleasure to announce tonight's winner. And is there a drum roll? A drum roll? All right. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. It started with a question. Do you have a farmer? H&W.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just me and my wife right down here. Casey, get up here.
Come on, Casey.
Yeah. Make sure you get her hoodie in the shot.
Oh, sure. Congratulations, H&W Pastures winning a cash prize of $10,000.
Thank you.
A branding package from SC Studios and a one-year membership provided by the Martinsburg Berkeley County Chamber of Commerce. Once again, congratulations. But don't go too far. We're going to invite all the finalists out and thank them for their participation. We'd like to get a photo of all of the finalists on stage, please. Oh, he got back in the suit. Good idea. Jen, you got to get in this picture. What a polished group of professionals. The Build Up Berkeley series has introduced these participants to the concepts, practices, and tools necessary for business. We hope you will support these amazing local businesses, and thank you all for coming tonight. Would you like to finish with anything?
Thank you, Jamie. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. It really shows your support of local businesses right here in Berkeley County, so thank you.
Jennifer does an amazing job at the Berkeley County Development Authority, and we are very appreciative of her time and effort. So thank you. Thank you. Again, remember, go to the venue. We're going to have a good time tonight. Good night.